Roob's Observations brought to you by Bradford White Water Heaters. And number one, it's easy to second-guess Nick's decision now to not play the starters, especially after the Lions went into Chicago and beat the Bears. The Eagles had that number 2 seed right there for the taking if they just beat Josh Johnson and the Commanders, and they couldn't get it done. The disappointing part to me is the latter part of it, that they couldn't beat Josh Johnson and a terrible Commanders team, a 39-year-old quarterback who had one career win in 17 years in the NFL, and they kind of let him run up and down the field and make plays on him. And that part of the equation should never have happened. They should be the 2 seed. They just were awful, especially on defense. And you can't really blame Nick. Look, you got the whole team healthy going into the playoffs. The number 2 seed would have been nice. Have that second game at home. There's certainly a lot of value in that. But I think Nick played it the right way. He was guaranteed that all your starters are going to be healthy for the postseason. And I think the Eagles felt like they could beat Washington with their backups. That's the part of the equation that just didn't happen, and that's disappointing. We learned that their backup cornerbacks are terrible. We might have had an inkling of that before this, but it was really disappointing to let Josh Johnson do what he did in your stadium in a game that really had a lot of implication. And one of those guys that was really disappointing was Tanner, and I expected a lot more from Tanner McKee. Every time we've seen him, whether it's been a preseason game or OTAs or training camp, last year when he played against the Cowboys and the Giants, he's been really sharp, played really well, hasn't made mistakes, and he just wasn't that good. I thought he started off really well. It didn't hurt that Devontae was in there early, caught those 3 passes to get 1,000. But I thought it just got worse and worse. I thought his decision-making wasn't good. Once he got out of the pocket, he really wasn't able to make plays. I didn't think he got any help from the play calling. Would have liked to seen a little more Tank Bigsby, 43 pass plays and 16 running plays when the running game's going that well isn't doing your young quarterback any favors. So I didn't like that play calling, but that's nothing new. I think Tanner's value, we kind of thought maybe the Eagles could get a 3rd-round pick for him. I don't think he helped himself with his value with this performance. And number 3, just kind of looking ahead, the Eagles will play the 49ers at 4:30 on Sunday. A week from today, and I feel like the Eagles are in a position right now where they can beat anybody in the NFL, and they can lose to anybody in the NFL. And we've seen both of those things happen this year. We've seen them lose to some bad teams. We've seen them beat some really good teams in tough places as well on the road. I don't think there's a team in the NFC that scares me. Seattle's really good, but Sam Darnold's their quarterback. 49ers won 12 games. But I think their defense is suspect, and I think you can throw on them, you can run on them. Their offense is very good. But I don't think there's a team when you look at the playoff bracket, and the Panthers were 8-9. The Packers have lost 4 straight games. The Rams are good, but the Eagles beat them earlier in the season, and they've beaten them every time they've played under Nick. So I don't think there's a team out there that really worries me. The team I'm worried about is the Eagles and whether they can play well enough on offense to beat these teams. And I know their defense will play great. They've been lights out second half of the season. The biggest question to me is, can the offense play well enough that the defense can keep them in games? And that's what we'll see. So big challenge on Sunday with the 49ers. And we'll see if this defense can carry this team into the deep into the playoffs.